My name is Stacy Lightner, and I am the Spotlight Artist. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. My name is Stacy Lightner, producer, director, writer, content creator. Well, I'm from Connecticut. I was born in Hartford, Connecticut, born and raised. I always knew I wanted to move to California. I'm gonna put it all the way down here. Yeah. Okay. California has always been like a huge dream for me. Growing up, I watched a lot of television, a lot of TV shows, some of which took place in California, so I always said one day I'm going to move there, I'm going to live there. I've always loved telling stories, reading. Reading has always been a big part of my life growing up. Reading, telling stories, and that eventually led to creating characters of my own and creating stories of my own. And when I was 18, I remember watching a TV show, I think it was like on HBO, but it was this young lady, she was like 19, and she was talking about how she created her own show. And I was just wondering, what does she mean she created the show? Like, how did she do that herself? And I remember purchasing a book called The Screenwriter's Bible. And basically the book just explained from the very first step to the last step, how to go about writing a screenplay, how to go about writing a movie. So that's where it first started. I saw this movie called Sally Hemings. The American story is like, you know, Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemings and their relationship. And after watching that movie, that's when I actually purchased the book and I wrote my first screenplay. So I always knew I would move to California to write movies, and I finally did. When I was in Connecticut, I was working just like a lot of miscellaneous jobs, everyday jobs. I've always done like clerical and administrative work, and I just wasn't happy. It got to the point where I would watch television, watch my favorite shows, and I would say like, this is what I want to do, but it's not happening here in Connecticut. I'm not doing it. So I knew that, okay, I have to take a step to make it happen. I'm inspired by my mother, who's always pushed me and given me the inspiration and the knowledge that you can do whatever you choose to do. So I'm inspired by her firstly, but I do love Tyler Perry. The reason I love Tyler Perry is not even, you know, I love him because he made it happen. He had a vision and he knew that his life was more than working a 9-to-5 and doing what he was doing. So he just decided that he's going to take charge of his life, and he doesn't ask permission, he doesn't have to, he does it his way, and that really inspires me. So I guess he's one of the biggest inspirations also. The inspiration behind Spoken. Spoken is my experimental piece. It's my very first film. And basically, with any project that I write or that I create, I'm inspired by life in general. There's a piece of me in each of my projects. There's a lot of me in Spoken, because over the years I've been writing poetry and spoken word, and I wasn't really doing much with the projects. Like, the spoken word was just there in the notebooks. And when I said I'm going to go ahead and this year make my first movie, I didn't know which project to go with. So I wanted to take like all the spoken word, all of the poetry, and create stories around each piece. So each piece has a part of me in it. I want to give up-and-coming artists a chance. There are so many projects and there are so many opportunities, but a lot of the breakdowns you see when you go for an audition, you'll see name only. Like, everyone wants someone to be a name, but you will never be a name unless you get your first job. So everyone has to have a chance, you know? So I'm all about, you know, giving opportunities to up-and-coming artists, first-timers, you know, just people who are really talented and have that drive and that passion. But Stacy Lightner Studios, what I want that to be is just an organization that helps up-and-coming artists, new artists, find their voice and utilize a place here in this industry. You know, if you want to learn how to direct, you want to learn how to shoot, you want to be behind the camera, you want to write, I would love to have a place that's affordable in the community where young people, older people, whoever has that passion can come and learn more. Art to me, art is freedom, it's expression, it's being able to tell our stories, to be an example to other people and show what we can do. Art is life because it's so hard to define art. It can be so many different things. It can be a voice, it gives people a voice, it can be a vessel, and it can be a great tool to educate and inspire and raise awareness. So I love art, I love being an artist, and I am most inspired by other artists. When I see artists creating and developing up-and-coming artists as well, it gives me the motivation and the inspiration to keep going and to live my dream. My name is Stacy Lightner and I am here with the Anata Project. Beautiful ladies living their dream, being an inspiration to us all.
What am I doing? I told myself last time was the last time. Memories brought me here.
You know, it's been a long time since you and I actually went out together.
Whatever I need to do to get us back.
David again.
What else?
You shouldn't have touched me.
You think I'm stupid, don't you?
From this point forward, it's about you and the happiness you deserve.
Know exactly what you did.
Don't what? We don't need any drama.
Right.
And I told you I was fresh out of a relationship and I wasn't trying to get into another one.
You cut it off with another woman who you say you're in love with because you don't want to get a job and help her out.
Why do you keep doing this to yourself?
Why do I keep doing what?
This, look at you.
So let me slow it down.